Yo, yo, good afternoon, Freedom Marchers. Give y'all a minute to come up in the building or come up in the truck, whatever. How y'all doing? Give y'all a minute to crowd up in here. YouTube isn't going to push my fucking live like that, so I just gotta wait for y'all. So, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Tyrus Bain. Welcome to the definition of anarchy. Welcome to all my freedom marchers that are up in the truck with your boy. Listen, so we know what's going on with that $450K that the Biden administration wants to give to illegal immigrants who have been separated from their family members, when they crossed into the country illegally in like 2018 during the Trump administration. Okay. Excuse me. Naturally, you're going to get a lot of pushback from a lot of people. You're going to get a lot of pushback from a lot of smart people. Why are we giving away $450K to these people when that's what happens when you get arrested, right? You get arrested for doing something illegal, you get separated from your family. So this idea that this lawsuit is legitimate or that they're even considering or even entertaining this lawsuit with a settlement of that amount is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're going to start paying off everybody who got arrested for doing something illegal that had family, then they're going to be paying out trillions of dollars because there's so many of those type of people. A lot of them are still in jail. What about people that got arrested for marijuana usage or nonviolent offenses, got separated from their family for nonviolent offenses, right? You might consider illegal crossings a nonviolent offense, except the difference is we're talking about people who aren't even from this country, that not even contribute a goddamn thing to this country. So why are we even considering this? Well, it's because they're pandering to illegal immigrants because they want the illegal immigrants to replace us. And they want those illegal immigrants to build their own little strip malls and communities and push us out. Anyway, we all know that. Well, Joe Biden came out and said that's a bunch of hogwash. The media is making it up. It's bullshit. The White House and the Department of Justice, it's not bullshit. They said that these people are going to get a payoff. Yeah, they said that these people are going to get a payoff. So Joe Biden is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? We know he's full of shit. Half the time he don't even know where he's at and what he's doing. So, can't even really put a lot of mustard on what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, the White House, ACLU, they're all on board with this. They want to give you money to illegal immigrants. They want to give your money. They want to take money out of your pocket and give it to somebody that has contributed nothing to your life or to your country or whatever, has done nothing to improve your life. That's what these people want to do with your money. Understand that. But, the Republicans, they got to act like they want to do something. So what they're doing right now is they're introducing a bill known as the payout to illegal immigrant prohibition. So basically, they have created a bill. They're creating a bill to stop the payment, payments like this to illegal immigrants that cross into this country illegally. I mean, I guess that's something, right? That does something to mitigate this bullshit, to mitigate this disaster where we're giving people our money. Like, that's like okay, so let's say you have a neighbor, right? Your neighbor has somebody break into their house illegally, all right? Somebody breaks into their house illegally, and then your neighbor knocks them out and puts them in the basement. And because that person has a child with them, well, they don't want to put the child in the basement and lock them up, right? So they put the child in a bedroom, where they have some sunlight and they can do things like color and draw, play with toys. All right, but you have to pay to feed these motherfuckers. And not only do you have to pay to feed them, well, now, because, your neighbor decided to be nice and allow the adult intruder stay in their house. Oh, we're going to be nice. We're going to let you stay here. We're going to put you up in room and board. So the neighbor's going to come to you and say, you got to pay me. You got to give me $500 a month to help pay for these motherfuckers that broke into my house so that I can feed them and all this other shit. And then you're like, what the fuck? And so, but they use, they got enforcers, Joey the Butcher, you know what I'm saying? Let's say this neighbor is an Italian mafia member, you know what I'm saying? So he comes to your house, I'll break your fucking legs if you don't give me $500 a month for this fucking guy that broke into my boss's house. And, now we're going to feed him and clothe him and school them and shit, So give me $500 a month or I'll fucking break your legs. That's how, so they okay. So what are you going to do, right? You don't want to get your legs broken. So you get extorted for $500. Okay, now you're extorted. Well, now what do? Damn, you hope that's it, right? Oh, well, the intruder that broke into your neighbor's house, he's bitching now. He's like, you know what? Remember that time 2 years ago in 2018 when you separated me from my son? You had me stay in the basement and you put my child in the bedroom. Yeah, I suffered. I felt like shit. I got PTSD. I feel like you owe me about, let's say, $2 million. Yeah, you owe me $2 million. The fuck? Clouds, man.
Keep right onto I-110 North.
You owe me $2 million for me and my child's pain and suffering from when I broke into your house. Broke into your shit. And, started rummaging through your shit. But you owe me $2 million for that bit of time that me and my child was separated in your house, even though we broke into your motherfucking house. We intruded into your house. And so your neighbor's like, oh man, you know what? I'll tell you what, I'll give you $450K. So then the enforcer of your neighbor comes to your house and says, hey guy, you and the neighbors, you got to cough up, I don't know, $1 million between all of you, or we're going to break your fucking legs. And you're like, what the fuck, man? So you let these people break into your house, and then you house them, and because you separated them because they broke into your fucking house like they weren't supposed to, you want me to pay for that shit? Yeah, you get the gif, So cough it up. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna put your ass in the basement. How about that, huh? And if you, guess what? You protest, we're gonna get more of us. We're gonna break your fucking legs. Everybody. Forget about it, right? So now you're fucking screwed. This is what's happening in this country. And it's not just in regards to this fucking illegal immigrant shit. It's in regards to everything that we do. Every time they take money out of your paycheck, the mafia enforcer, it might as well be coming to your fucking house, threatening to break your legs if you don't cough up your fair share, right? Like Bernie Sanders says, fair share. You gotta cough up your fair share. Like, the fuck out of here. First of all, it's not my duty to pay reparations for somebody being separated from their family. That's not I didn't do it. When they crossed the border, I didn't motherfucking separate them. Right? Who did? Border Patrol. The government. Oh, but the government is funded by me, so guess what? It is what it is. Right? the government is the mob. Okay, the government is a mafia.
On the route. Stop and go traffic.
The most powerful mafia in the world, where they use other people's money to fund their lifestyles, fund their projects, and whatever else they want to fund. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just think about that, man. Think about that every time they come to you and there's a new bill. Every time there's a new bill. Every time they introduce a law. It costs us money. More money, more money, more money. This infrastructure bill, the social one and the physical one, it's going to cost us money. It's going to cost us more money than anything we would ever see out of it. Because guess why? Okay, so there's no competition. You know, the government, they take our money to pay for these projects, to pay for these, you know, whatever infrastructure they want to rebuild. You know, they're going to get charged up the ass. Their buddies, right? Their contractor buddies. You know, they know who they're dealing with. They're going to get kickbacks. These contractors are going to charge a hell of a premium. So this is going to cost you a lot more money than they're even talking about. Because there's going to be issues, unforeseen issues that they have to address. And it's going to cost more money. If you ever owned a house or built a house or whatever, or you rebuilding your house or something like that, and you're using the old bone for the house, you think that you're going to just replace this wall, right? Or you open these, or replace this wall, or replace this section of floors. But what happens when you pull the floor up? Oh, there's rot. Okay, there's rot in the studs. Oh, there's rot. You know what I'm saying? We have to, because of mold or whatever, or there was a leaky pipe. There was a leaky pipe that soaked into the wall. It soaked into the wall, or soaked into the floor, and it ruined the joist, and it ruined the studs. So now we got to replace it. We got to, and then, oh, okay, well, no, we're looking under the house, in the insulation, or the foundation's cracked. Oh, the foundation's cracked here, and here. There's too much cracking in the foundation. It's not level. You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna have to chip out this section of what they call that shit? What I just call it? Foundation, and replace it with a whole new section of foundation, whole new concrete, whole new whatever. And every time that happens, you have to write a change order, right? Okay, we got a change order now because it has to get done. Change orders cost money. They can do a time and material, or they can do it a whole new change order contract, however they want to do it. Time and material is definitely going to cost you a lot of money because you got to pay for labor, you got to pay for material. And if the contractor has to buy the material, guess what? They're going to charge a fucking premium on the material. So all these things that they're telling you that you have to pay for. Oh, this costs 1.5 trillion, 1.9 trillion. It's always going to cost more money down the road. There's always some contingency, or there's always some loophole in there that allows them to take more of your money. And then they're going to tell you, like Joe Biden says, oh, this social infrastructure bill is not going to cost a dime. It's not costing any money. It's impossible. How could it not cost money when you're saying, oh, the social infrastructure bill is going to cost about $2.7 trillion, blah, blah, blah. But we're not going to have to pay for it. What the fuck? How stupid do they think we are? How stupid? And not only are you going to have to deal with the government bureaucracy, you're going to have to deal with delays. The government takes forever to do shit. So if they have to replace a bridge, or fill in potholes, or repair a street, or replace the underground conduit for the electrical wiring, or the underground pipes, it's going to take forever. They don't ever do anything expeditiously. They always take their fucking time. Right? It always takes forever. Somebody's going to be screwing somebody in a deal. Somebody's going to be getting something out of somebody. And if the government ain't going to get screwed without you getting screwed. Understand that. Everything the government spends a dime on, that's your money. You're spending that money. You know what I'm saying? The American people. We are paying for every goddamn thing the government does. That's the reality. That the reality is we're paying every time the government takes a shit. We got to wipe their ass. Unfortunately, what the government eats, we shit. You ever heard that phrase? What you eat doesn't make me shit. Well, when it comes to government, whatever the government eats, we shit. And whatever the government eats, hell, we got to pay for it. And all the waste, the shit, we got to pay for that too. Somebody's left holding the bag. And this is just giving, you know, our government giving illegal immigrants who 450K, that's on us. That's on us. You know, even though we didn't do shit, we didn't contribute to the pain and suffering of these motherfuckers. All we did was go to work. We go to work. We try to, you know, make a living, whatever living we can make, because we're getting fucking raped out the ass. You know what I'm saying? You look at your paycheck, to $400-500 just for government shit, depending on how much you make. The more money you make, up to a certain point, up to a point where you're able to do write-offs and you know, game the system, which is smart. You know, once you reach that level where you can hire attorneys and CPAs and all that shit to help you save as much money as possible, to prevent you from paying too much money to the government, at that point, you know what you're doing, right? And that's why they're so hard up on this, the millionaires and the billionaires and the trillionaires paying all their fair shares, right? There's always this pay their fair share. Well, it's because these wealthy elites, they're doing the right thing. They're making sure they're keeping all their fucking money. Yes, they have to pay somebody, but whatever they're paying these accountants and attorneys, they're not paying them nearly as much as they would be paying the government. Trust me. And you shouldn't have to pay lawyers and accountants to keep all your money. It should just be automatic. Okay, I earned this money as my money. I'm not going to pay you for allowing me to make money. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. So they shouldn't have to pay anybody to keep their money, but it is what it is. And that's the problem we have in this country. We have to pay, and we have to find loopholes, and we have to cheat our taxes. There's no such thing as cheating taxes. If you're cheating taxes and end up keeping all your money, then all you did was prevent the government from extorting you. Okay, I found a way to stop the government from extorting me this year. It's all gravy. But guess what? During the year, you're already getting extorted. You know, you have to wait until the year after to get your money back. So at the end of the day, you're still getting raped. Even if you get money back, even if you get more money back than you put in, even if you get more money back in credits and deductions than you put in for taxes in that year, you still get, you still, trust me, you still paying more than they would ever give you. Trust me. Sales tax, inflation, you know, surcharges, taxes, taxes don't just come out of your paycheck. So you know what it is. We're just, I don't know. It's like I keep saying the same shit over and over again. You know, and they're not allowing me to reach very many people. You know, I'm shadow banned. I know that for a fact. I would have to start a whole new channel to even have the potential of getting where, you know, any bigger, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to do that until I change the format of my channel, because at this point, You know, I was thinking, I was looking into expanding my channel and doing different things, and you know, having a more legit setup. You know what I'm saying? Like in a little mini studio. You know how people do. But it's like with this channel, I think I'm gonna just keep talking in the truck and doing my record live, man. I'll probably start a whole new channel. Well, I am gonna start a whole new channel. Y'all know my plan for next year. I'll be starting a channel for that, where that's going to be strictly about, you know, me, my journey toward, you know, being a homesteader, essentially, by visiting different farms and ranches and, you know, and the like, just to learn what it takes to, you know, start your own, you know, cultivate your own land, you know, get valuable information and get hands-on experience. But yeah, y'all know, they're just going to keep raping us. Look, I already said it this morning. No politician that tries to, you know, win elections and shit, they're not going to be able, they're doing it the wrong way. They're doing it the wrong way. Like I said, unless they're coming out and they're actually saying, all right, now that I'm elected, this is what we're going to do. We're going to abolish taxes. We're going to abolish all gun control laws. We're going to not enforce federal gun control laws. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to cut ties with the IRS. Unless they're doing all that, I mean, that's what I'm trying to help people understand about voting, man. Yeah, you want this change to happen, and changes will happen. Changes will happen, but at the end of the day, all this shit can be reversed. All these advances, all this, you know what I'm saying? All these things that, all the steps we took, right? It can all end in the next election cycle. And it has, you know, it has. Progress can be made. Next election cycle comes, they reverse that shit. Any good policies Trump put into place, Joe Biden came and what? He reversed that shit. Just like that. Within a week, almost 200 motherfucking executive orders, just like that, kingly edicts. So this is what happens, man. You elect somebody. Oh yeah, this is my guy right here. He's gonna do the right thing. All right, he does some right things because he's still trying to play within the system. He's still trying to navigate the system to make things happen. And then he makes things happen. And then guess what? Oh, here comes the Democratic governor. Oh, he just reversed the shit. Oh, he took back this shit. He did, you know, because we have to tear his shit down. That's the bottom line to it. Even down at the local election level. Even all the way down to your council people and your mayors and your sheriffs. All those people, they still have to navigate this system. This system that was designed to be deliberately ambiguous so that people can work their way around it. So that they can manipulate and manipulate it, and so that they can tailor it to what they need. Like that's what the Constitution is about. The Constitution was made deliberately ambiguous in certain cases, but when it comes to the Bill of Rights, right, the first 10 amendments, that's supposed to be ambiguous. But they even make that ambiguous because they try to, oh well, this is what they meant at the time. Like they fucking knew what it meant. You know, like they knew what, like they actually think it meant something other than what it says. It's pretty clear, right? What the Second Amendment says. The First Amendment says there shall be no law. So all these, well, there's limitations on the First Amendment. No, there's not. No, there's not. There are no limitations on the First Amendment. How can you say that when it says there shall be no law? oh, well, there's limitations on the second. Where does it say there's limitations? It does not say that. It says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Is there room for interpretation there? Is there room for interpretation? Is there room for interpretation of the term there shall be no law? Well, how do you fuck that up? Well, easy. Because they're in power and they can do what the fuck they want. They can wipe their ass with the Constitution. And that's why I don't rest on my laurels with the Constitution. I don't say, oh, here's the Constitution. You can't do shit to me. Man, motherfucker, please.
7/10 of a mile to West Vernon Avenue.
That Constitution isn't stopping a fly. Okay? Let me tell you that right now. But it's clear, right? It's clear in the Constitution. Thou shall not be infringed. How do you misinterpret that? How do you even pretend that there's some type of interpretation that needs to be deciphered? There isn't. Oh, well, back in 1726, they had muskets and they had to, they had to use the muzzleloader and all this. Oh, that's what they meant, flintlock pistols. No, motherfucker, they did not mean that. They meant arms, which includes firearms, blunt weapons, swords, knives, everything that you can use to arm yourself. Everything, anything. Cannons, which they had, the privateers. They had cannons. You know what I'm saying? Regular folk had cannons in their fucking front yard. They just had it. This is something that they had. There's nothing to interpretate. I know interpretate is not a word, but there's nothing to interpretate when it comes to certain shit. But they pretend like there is. And they act like it's okay to use your money to pay for people who have contributed nothing to this society. All the money and everything they need. Rooms, board, what do they do with these motherfuckers? They flying them all. The Afghanis, right? Oh, well, they helped us during the 20-year war that we should not have been in the first place. We destroyed their country, and we destabilized it and allowed the Taliban to proliferate and ride roughshod. And so now we're going to fly the Afghanis over here and set them up and give them tens of thousands of dollars. And that makes a little bit more sense than giving these illegal immigrants $450K, does it not? But even then, it's like, well, whose money are you using to pay for these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for them, but I'm not the one who put them in this position. So guess what? Talk to Halliburton. Talk to Black whatever Halliburton, those people. Talk to Northrop Grumman. How those motherfuckers pay? Why we paying? They made all the money. These private contractors. They made all this money over there in Afghanistan and Iraq. Have them pay for the shit. Why am I paying for it? Why do I have to pay for these Afghanis to relocate to this country and to live? No. Your private contractors, your government contractors that built the weapons, that did this, that did that, building roads out there, that have control over the oil fields and the poppy fields, have them motherfuckers pay. Why does the taxpayer have to pay for it? They made a hefty profit. Hello. Talk to Dick Cheney or whoever the fuck, Donald Rumsfeld. Have him pay for that shit. I don't know, have Tony Stark pay for that shit. That motherfucker built the weapons. Come on, man. No, but those are your buddies. Those are your buddies. The whole point was to help them make trillions of dollars. That was the whole point. The whole point was to help Northrop Grumman make billions. Blackwater make billions of dollars, and Halliburton make billions of dollars, and all these different private defense contractors. They're supposed to make all that money, and we're supposed to foot the bill. We paid these private contractors to go over there and do what? The private contractors making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I'm talking about the employees, right? Let's say you're prior military, you join Halliburton, you join Blackwater, or whoever else. You're basically a paid mercenary making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, while the grunt, the government GI, is making maybe $40,000 or $50,000 a year, and they're the ones in the most danger.
In a quarter
But
of a mile,
you know, it's okay because you know these private contractors, they find gold and they rob people over there and they send the money back, and it's all extortion. It's all a racket, yo. It's all a racket. So make them motherfuckers pay. They made off with a whole lot of money. So have them pay. Make them pay for it. The cartels that the government is in bed with, make the cartels pay for this fund of $450K. While we got to pay. Make the cartels pay for it. Hell, they making out real good. They making out like fat cats. I just don't understand it. Why are we standing for this shit? I don't owe these immigrants a motherfucking thing. I don't owe the Afghanis a motherfucking thing. I don't owe the Salvadorians and the Ecuadorians and whoever the fuck else. I don't owe them shit. I don't owe them shit. You come over here because you want a better life and you get arrested and you want us to pay for your pain and suffering? No, fuck you. Go back to your country and see if you can deal with that pain and suffering. Since you want to go ahead and leave, you want to leave that place. What you went through over here, even being separated from your child for however long you were separated from them for, couldn't have been that bad, because you still here. You weren't like, oh, there's too much pain and suffering. Send my ass back to Mexico. Send my ass back to motherfucking Ecuador. No, you wanted to stay. So how much pain and suffering could you have gone through? And if you want to come over here and fucking do whatever the fuck, I don't give a shit. The problem I have, it's a problem for me. You understand? It's a problem for me when they come over here, take our resources, right, that we worked for, that we put our blood, sweat, and tears through, and then we got to pay for your pain and suffering for some bullshit. No, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. Like I said, you want to come over here and however you get over here and you make your own way and you pay your own way and you contribute and then you do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as I ain't got to pay for it, whatever. Just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. But the minute you come over here and you see that it's the American dream and you see that, I can take advantage of this. I can game the system this way. That's when you got a problem with me, my friend. Fuck that. Anyway, let me see what y'all talking about real quick before I get out of here. James Millage, Burberry 86 was good. March 77 says I only voted blindly one time when I was in the illusion. I never voted again. That's what's up. Yes, return. Amen. TDOA. We have to be the change. Exactly. Food and water will be the new currency. That's for damn sure. Self-sufficiency is definitely best. Black Spring with Autumn was good. As times go on, Yeshua's return says, supplies run scarce. People need to consider becoming self-sufficient. Man, we've been saying that shit for how long? Hey, Nicolette Moore, what's good? Jimmy Nguyen says, next time I'm seeing one of the street with no one else watching, you probably know the answer. These people really get on my nerves. Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeshua return says Biden runs away from the press just like Donald Trump did. It's because nobody wants to be held accountable. But at some point, God will hold. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the workforce is declining everywhere, man. It's a bunch of nonsense. You want to vote? Vote with your wallets. Don't stop. Shop at Walmart's. Shop at mom and pop shops. Yeah. Support your local businesses. Support your local handyman. You know what I'm saying? Support your local builders. Support your local manufacturer. We need to learn how to start manufacturing again. And we don't need government's permission to do it. We just start doing it. There's people out there that have the ingenuity and all this other shit. They know how to build shit. They know how to create shit. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You don't need the government doesn't imbue you with creative energy. No, you have that. You're born with it, and you cultivate that shit as you grow. So that's something that just we need to do for ourselves. James Millich says, "Yo, Snap, you checked out Lucas live stream." I'm over Lucas. I saw he's doing that. I don't really like. Will, is there something special he's doing? He's anti Kyle Rittenhouse, which means he's anti self-defense. He's gonna find some way to blame Kyle Rittenhouse and try to, he wants Kyle Rittenhouse thrown under the jail. I already know that. Just based on his cherry picking of events, you know what I'm saying? It's classic Amazing Lucas. I mean, nothing new to see there. So I was like, I already know that he's not going to be objective. He's going to be very subjective, and he's going to be very cherry picky, and he's going to interpret what the judge is doing and the lawyers are saying and doing. He's going to interpret it in his own way. No, I'm just going to wait until the acquittal, or not the acquittal. I'm going to wait until the jury comes back with a fucking verdict, and I'm like, well. So I see it as self-defense from what I saw. For some reason, Lucas seems to be confused about the fact that Kyle Rittenhouse was being chased before he killed the first guy that lunged at him, and there was a shot fired from behind him, and something was being thrown in his direction. So for some reason, he seems to only think that Kyle was running from someone after he killed the first guy. But I happen to know for a fact he was running before that too. He was being chased. A shot went off. Something was thrown. He turned around. Somebody's lunging at him. That was the first guy he killed. The second time, y'all know what's up with that. He hit it with skateboards, kicked in the head. Like, after he was being chased, he was trying his hardest not to shoot people. I don't understand where he's getting his interpretation, but that's classic Amazing Lucas. Kyle Rittenhouse is a white guy who's being supported by white Republicans. So he's going to go against it. So that's just the bottom line to it. Me, I'm looking out for self-defense of everybody. I'm looking out for people being able to defend themselves by any means necessary when they're under attack. That's what I'm looking at. Like, if it's self-defense, it's self-defense. So we'll see what happens. He don't see it that way. I was asking if you watch his 24-hour. Is it a 24-hour live stream? That dude is crazy. Newman says he's a grifter. He banned people to where point they barely can comment now. Yeah, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Yeshua's Turner said mainstream YouTubers are morons. It was the most Americans enjoy listening to. Pure stupidity. Yep. Also banned. I also provided the video on Discord. Just beware of my racist stuff saying. Oh yeah, I know you're racist, man. Oh, head dude says, yo, what's up, man? You're watching the Ahmaud Arbery trial? How's that going? I need to check that out. That's another one I want to look into. Kelvin Black. What's good, Kelvin Black? You just retracted your statement. What you have the right to do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. My niece is having a little shindig, and I got to get ready for that for her birthday. So I'm holler at y'all later. Goofy and weak with a weak argument. What you talking about, old head deuce? Oh yeah, 11 white jurors and 1 black jury. Yeah, I know. A jury of their peers. It's crazy. who's goofy with a weak argument? The defense or the prosecution? March 77, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. There's fucking, who knows, man. It's all theater. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. I'm about to get my workout in real quick before I have to go shave and all that shit. And, you know, all that good stuff. So I'll holler at y'all later. Much love. Peace out. And let's keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.